Like Warren Hastings, Cornwallis introduced judicial reforms for the betterment of British colonial rule in India. He, first of all, codified contemporary laws and order in a book in 1793, which was called Cornwallis Code or Code of Cornwallis, in which administrative laws, revenue laws, judicial laws, and other related laws were codified. Cornwallis was the first Governor General of India who established lower court and upper court. Anybody can appeal in the upper court against the decision of lower court. Cornwallis, as a strong and stout British annexationist and annexationist in India, he appointed only the European judges and magistrates in the judicial system, especially in the upper and lower court. Chief Justice were appointed from the Europeans. According to him, all the people of Hindustan were either untouchable or corrupt, and that's why he himself thought it would be better to appoint only the European judges or magistrates in the administration. This injustice was made by him towards the Indians. Cornwallis, in time of his rule from 1786 to 1793, he also adopted lot of reforms on behalf of British colonial rule in our country. Now, reforms of William Bentinck. William Bentinck, as a Governor General, continued his administration in India from 1828 to 1835. During his time, he abolished the burning of sati in 1829 through Regulation 17. He also destroyed the Pindari and Thogi dacoits in northern India by appointing Sir Cornell Sleeman. Cornell Sleeman, with his force, found out the Pindari and Thogi dacoits and killed them, which helped to move freely from one place to another in northern India. It was a very happy news to the people of northern India, and that's why Lord William Bentinck is remembered with honor. Bentinck also took a special step for the administrative reforms, and that's why he appointed his secretary, Thomas Babington Edward Macaulay. Thomas Babington Edward Macaulay made the Macaulay Minute in 1835, through which it was taken absolute decision that British government would spend rupees 1 lakh per year for the growth and development only of Western education and science in place of Sanskrit system of education. Macaulay Minute thus ended the conflict between Anglicists and Orientalists in India along with their evangelical movement. Now, various other reforms of Cornwallis, Warren Hastings, Lord William Bentinck, etc. First of all, police organization. Police organization was reformed by both Warren Hastings and Cornwallis. During the Mughal rulers, police system mainly based on Fauzdars, Kotwals, Chowkidars, etc. In time of English East India Company, this system was gradually changed for strong administration and strong action against the offenders and criminals. In 1781, old Fauzdari system or criminal judicial system was ended and new administrative system, especially judicial administrative system, was set up under the control of British magistrates. In 1793, Cornwallis appointed police officers, especially daroga in each and every police station of the districts of Bengal Presidency. So, two main factors which are very important to remember. Number one, Cornwallis founded police station in 1793, and as a supervisor or head of each and every police station, he appointed daroga of the police stations got sometimes help from magistrates. So both magistrates and daroga in the British colonial rule were very important administrative figures. In case of local administration, daroga sometimes started to solve local problems. In 1812, the daroga system was abolished after Cornwallis. After the rule of Cornwallis was over, daroga system in India was abolished by the next Governor General Lord Minto in 1812. Okay. At that time, a revenue collector was appointed who was given right to solve the local problems. Police also helped him by various means. That means police helped the revenue collectors in time of collecting revenue or in time of the solution of local problems by him. Thus, the figure or frame of colonial administration was gradually developed. In the British colonial administration, through the police system, rule of law was established. Rule of law was established actually by Lord Macaulay, the law member of William Bentinck. What was rule of law? Rule of law, in a very simple concept, we can express rule of law means all are abide by law and no one is above it. All are abide by law, no one is above it. It was also said that equality in the protection of law, equality in the eye of law, irrespective of rich and poor, male and female, Europeans and Indians, all are equal to the eye of law under British colonial rule in India. Ultimately, in 1843, new police system was introduced in Sindh province Sindh province, which was implemented first in various presidencies. Okay, the police system mainly based on some particular steps like police superintendent, police habildars, and others. Okay, in the police system, most important few informations are as which are very important to follow by you that are you remember most important steps of police system were number 1 separate police department, number 2 establishment of police station in every district, number 3 appointment of police superintendent in each police station who control the constables, number 3 district magistrates were also given responsibility to control the activities of police superintendents, and lastly it was also said that 10% of the recaptured properties must be given to the police superintendents to encourage and responsible him in his activities. So, according to historian Percival Spear, the constructive work of Cornwallis was one of which any man might have been proud. Next, reforms of William Bentinck. William Bentinck actually was famous for his social and educational reforms. He also appointed some administrative reforms. He adopted some administrative reforms like high European officials were recruited in the highly responsible departments of government. He set up Board of Revenue for smooth collection of revenue in northwestern frontier border, and he also appointed district magistrate and district collector. In time of William Bentinck, Indian Penal Code was introduced, which was written first by his chief advisor Thomas Babington Edward Macaulay. Historian V.S. Smith remarked him, it was William Bentinck who first built up an efficient framework of British colonial administration in India. Next reform, army organization. Army organization was very important in British colonial rule. For the organization of army in various regiments, company appointed huge Indian Sipais in various regiments of various presidencies. Those armies were given responsibilities. Unfortunately, the Indian Sipais or armies were given very poor salaries. They had to live in a very unhygienic and unhealthy accommodations, and they were given poor quality or below quality food. And in time of emergency, only the Indian Sipais were sent to the dreadful places of Maldives, Mauritius, Burma, etc. regions. From statistics, it has been known that up to 1880, company appointed 2,50,000 Sipais, for which they spent 40% of the total collected revenue. Next, Next, our next part of this chapter is printed Bengali books. Printed Bengali books or printing of Bengali books. Warren Hastings was a great patron of Bengali printing press. In time of his rule, he appointed Sir Charles Wilkins to print and publish the first Bengali book named A Grammar of Bengali Language. A Grammar of Bengali Language in 1778. A Grammar of Bengali Language was written by Nathaniel Brassey Halhead. This book was published first. As per the instruction of Warren Hastings, more than 5,000 years old Hindu sacred book Gita was translated by Charles Wilkins and was also printed and published by him. As per the instruction of Warren Hastings, Calcutta Madrasa was established, and thereafter Sir William Jones founded Asiatic Society in 1784 to study and research the Oriental culture. Okay. In 1801, he appointed various colleges and institutes were established. Specially, Lord Wellesley established Fort William College in Calcutta in 1800 for the study of newly appointed European civil servants. Next, William Carey. William Carey was a Baptist missionary who founded Srirampur College and Srirampur Mission in 1800. From his mission press, various types of books were published. From statistics, it has been known that from 1801 to 1834, from the press, in 40 languages, regional languages of India, various books were published, and the total number of printed books from the Srirampur Mission Press was more than 2,12,000. 2,12,000 copies. These huge copies of books were published from Srirampur Mission Press, and for this heavy task, William Carey got support from his two friends, William Ward and Joshua Marshman. That's why William Carey, Joshua Marshman and William Ward together were called Srirampur Trio. In the growth and development of education, a Scottish missionary, Alexander Drapp, had a great contribution. He established General Assembly's Institute in 1829, which is now known as General Assembly's Institute. Actually was established in 1830, but its construction initially started in 1829. General Assembly's Institute is now known as Scottish Church College. Similarly, Sanskrit scholar Heyman Horace Wilson established Sanskrit College in Calcutta in 1823. Sanskrit College was established in Calcutta in 1823, and Jonathan Duncan established Sanskrit College in Benares in 1791. In this connection, you must remember that to solve Anglicist Orientalist conflict, Lord Amherst established General Committee of Public Instruction. General Committee of Public Instruction or GCPI in 1823. 3. This committee's chairman was Sir Macaulay, who formed the Macaulay's Minute, through which Anglicist-Orientalist debate was solved. Okay, thank you. Next, we discuss the new part.